Well, we want to make sure we respect everyone's time, so we'll go ahead and get started and start allowing people to join us um, throughout this corporate call update. Just want to say, hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday wherever you are, all parts of the country, and love seeing your smiling faces and the energy that you guys bring to these calls. So really appreciate each and every one of you joining. If you still have time, just let your teams know that we're having this call because we have a very, very special guest that's going to be sharing some great information um, on this call. Also, just another housekeeping item. If this is your first time on our corporate call today, please let us know in the chat that it's your first time and who invited you, so we can make sure we reward them with the some product points for some that goes towards their free products. We love giving away free stuffs, but more importantly, we love seeing new faces on these calls. So thank you guys so much for joining us. So to kick off this call, I will turn the time over to Angie to give us some updates on our promotion and also to make a special announcement.
Okay, so we talked about the promotion last week, but I want to be sure that everyone is aware. We launched a fitness kit for the month of July. So you get 2 OptiMend, 1 Link, 2 Arrow, and 3 free genomics, and this really cool tape measure that Griselda was showing us earlier. So be sure to get your fitness kit ordered today so that you can get this great promotion. It's a good savings. It's over $150 worth of product just for free. The price of the pack is $250. You get over $150 of product for free. It is a great promotion, and we really want to start focusing on Arrow and making sure that people are taking their Arrow. We've had a lot of great results with it. It's a fabulous product. Okay. I was muted, so there we go. We'll get back to this. But yeah, you should be drinking your Arrow every morning. Get your metabolism kick-started. Also make sure that you get your appetite suppressant kick-started. Or if you're just looking for energy, you can get your energy kick-started in the morning. So Arrow is a fabulous product. We are still working on the quick start guide for those that are looking for weight loss tips, but we want to do this quick start guide, which are going to be in the back office, and it's just going to give you some quick tips to get started. And then it's going to give you a place where you can track all your measurements so that you can track your weight loss journey if that's what you're using Arrow for. But again, even if you're not losing weight, Arrow is great just to boost your energy or to also improve your mood. We've had a lot of great success with people having improved moods with taking Arrow as well. So also coming up, so next week we have 2 events. We have our regular Tuesday night call, and Maribel is going to be our host for next Tuesday and talking about the business opportunity. So if you have not heard Maribel give the business opportunity, be sure to join in. She does a fabulous job. She has been growing her business, so we're super excited for Maribel, and she does a great job with the business opportunity. And then July 24th is our global event. It's our global virtual event where we are going to have some amazing guest speakers. I had the opportunity today to talk to Al Zapp to kind of prep him for the call on the 24th, for the meeting on the 24th, and you guys don't want to miss this. The information that Al has is incredible. It is absolutely phenomenal. I am blown away every time I get to talk to Al. I don't get to talk to him very often, but just the science behind the DEX key and the Psylocke, and which is in Lincoln OptiMend, is incredible. It's absolutely phenomenal. And he really explains, like, I had a basic understanding as to how the Psylocke and DEX key worked. But the way he explained it to me today was just phenomenal. It really broke it down and made it make a lot of sense as to why it's so powerful. And he's going to do a cool demonstration, but you do not want to miss the event on July 24th. The English session will start at 9 a.m. Mountain, and it's going to go for 3 hours. We have a lot of great speakers. You're going to hear from Dr. Joseph Maroon and Jeff Boast. For those of you that are new and you don't know who Dr. Joseph Maroon or Jeff Bost's, then Google Dr. Joseph Maroon. He is one of the top neurosurgeons in the country. He is a neurosurgeon for the NFL team Pittsburgh Steelers. He is phenomenal. He's written books. He came up with the concussion protocol that all of the athletic programs use, whether it's NFL, high school, college, they all use the same concussion protocol. My husband is a sports medicine doctor. He has used Dr. Joseph Maroon's concussion protocol when he was doing sports medicine for the University of Nevada. And so he's absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to have Dr. Jeff Bost, or sorry, not Dr. Jeff Bost, Dr. Joseph Maroon and Jeff Bost. We're also going to have Rajesh Jabal. We're going to hear from Al Zapp. We're going to hear from Christina Godoy, Eric Albertson, Claudia Valdez. So we have a lot of great speakers for our event on the 24th. Do not miss it. So that is the events that we have coming up. All right. I think those were all the items that I had, Stu. So I'm going to turn the time back over to you and let you introduce our guest speaker.
And were you going to let us know about our newest, someone who reached the 500 club again?
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes. And we talked about that. We kind of congratulated her earlier. Claudina spoiled my surprise, but we wanted to recognize Griselda for hitting the 500 club. She's on the call today. Woo! This is her 4th time hitting the 500 club. And so for those of you guys that are running for the 500 club, July is the last month for this 500 club promotion. So we went May, June, and July. So your enrollments from May, from June, and July are going to count towards this. You just need to get 10 enrollments. You have 2 weeks left to do this so that you can qualify for the 500 club and get the additional $500. So congratulations, Griselda. Woohoo! 4-time winner. Way to go. All right, Steve, well, back to you.
Thank you, Angie. Griselda, no pressure. But Michael Jordan won 6 championships. I think you can hit the 500 club 6 times. So you got 2 more to go to be the GOAT of our ACTIVZ leaders. So thank you so much for working hard and setting the example for everyone on this call and for your team. So we're very proud of you and appreciate all of your hard work that you do. As Angie said, there's our event on July 24th is going to be a star-studded event. Well, minus David and Ryan, but everybody else is
no stars here.
Oh, David, you're on. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
But I'm excited on the speakers that we have, on the topics that each speaker has, and on some announcements that we've been working on as a corporate team and that we plan on announcing at that event. It's going to be basically industry changing kind of announcements. And so you all need to tune in. I know I see some people from Hawaii on this call, Dr. West, Val. It's 5 a.m. Hawaii time, the sacrifices that we need to make living in paradise. But it's going to be well worth it. Like I said, the speakers that we're going to be having is going to be wonderful, and the announcements, it'll definitely give a boost to everyone's business. As such, one of our very successful leaders that we hardly get to see on our corporate update calls on a weekly basis has joined us today. She is an A12, and she is one of the most influential leaders that we have in our market globally. Most of our success has been done in the Latin markets, Mexico, and the Latino and the other Latino markets that we have. She's a proud mother of 2 beautiful children, and then has an active husband that runs marathons, much like our advisory board members, Dr. Joe Maroon, who loves marathons. Not only is she very beautiful, she's also smart. She has an MBA degree, and she is very successful in everything that she does, as apparent in her rank that she is now with ACTIVZ. And so Claudina Brenneman is our guest speaker today, and she'll be talking about her successes in the Latino markets, but also the challenges that she has faced and how she overcomes it. with herself and her team. So I will turn the time over to you, Claudina.
Thank you so much, Stu. I know I don't normally join this call because I feel like I'm always on Zoom calls. We do have a pretty tight schedule with meetings and trainings in my Latin markets, which is where most of my people are. And I am super thankful and happy to be joining you and sharing just a little bit of what has been for me this journey here at ACTIVZ. So I'm very grateful. It hasn't been flowers and sunshine all the time. It's been really challenging, but I'm willing to share with you the truth about this journey towards the A12 rank. I think that my success has been 100% by sharing my story. And when I share the big reason why I joined network marketing in general, being a full-time mom, looking for ways to generate the income that I was generating before I became a mother, when I was an HR director and I had my MBA and all that. Really, motherhood was what made me realize I wanted something different, that I no longer wanted to spend all my hours in an office and I wanted to be home with my kids. And being Mexican, as you know, I live in California. For me, was super important that my kids spoke my own language, and I was the only one that could teach that to them. And that's part of my legacy that I'm not willing to sacrifice. So when that happened, I look for ways that I can generate significant income because I've always been independent. I never liked asking my family or my husband for money. I like to pay for my own things, and I'm a free spirit. I like to travel. I like to buy sometimes things that are not very cheap. I have my things in life. So this opportunity was what made all my dreams come true. This is the opportunity that really helped me realize that yes, I can be a mom, I can be a full-time mom, I can be present with my kids, but at the same time, I can also create an international business from my phone, from my computer, and not just a international business, but a 6.5 figure $1 million business and annual sales. And not because I am a super good seller. I never sold, I always say that in Spanish, I never sold not even a chewing gum, like a chew gum, however that's called, right? In my life, I never sold anything. And I don't think that I'm a salesperson. I don't really like salespeople. However, I've always been very passionate about the things that I love and that I like and that has worked for me. And that's basically what I do, right? So it's not a coincidence that over probably 85% of my organization, probably 90%, and most of my leaders are women, are mothers that were looking for the same thing that I found, right? And I am super happy that some of them are here in the call that I can see, and because of them, this is what has turned out to be, right? So what has really been successful in this journey has been sharing my story, being genuine, not exaggerating things, but really being real. Um, that's something that has definitely worked. And I have attracted like minded people, not having to convince them, right? Because if you're getting into the convincing business, then you have to convince them to do absolutely everything else in the business and you get burned out. The second thing, I invested, and also my leaders invested in their personal growth. Uh, as you know, this business is a roller coaster of emotions. You're high today, tomorrow you feel low. The day after tomorrow, someone says yes, then they quit. And really, you have to be very strong, and your mindset needs to be where it needs to be. And you can only know what you know, right? From the experiences that you've had. So for me, being able to have mentors that probably don't even know my name, but I follow them and I join their calls and I read their books and their audios. That has really helped me and my leaders to stay focused on what we want to achieve. never giving up has been also a key thing in this business, because a lot of times I have been vibrating very low. I have been in low points. I've seen people in my own organization being successful and me trying everything and not being able to achieve the results that I want. So if you think that you're the only one, trust me, I'm still in that journey because I have not arrived to the A16, which is my goal, right? And for me to be able to arrive to that rank, my purpose now is no longer financial time freedom. I feel like I do have that now in this rank. I am so grateful, honestly, but I really want my team to get there. I want my team to get to where I am right now, and then, right, reaching all those levels that we want to achieve. The other thing that's working that I want to share with you is we have really realized that we cannot duplicate our personalities. What we can duplicate is our system, the systems that we have in place. So we have, as a team, have a pretty set schedule and agenda that we have organized by day, where we start every morning with a call or a Zoom call with personal development skills, right, that we need for this business, that really gets you in the right mindset every single day, Monday through Friday. So that has been for me a life changing, especially once this pandemic started, that we felt kind of alone and at home. That really helped us like get together and really wrap arms around each other and being in the same mode of, okay, positivity, work, focus. I absolutely love those goals. The second thing that we did is we do have presentations throughout the day at different times where people can plug in. So someone that's new and they don't have all the information, they don't know how to present, they can plug in their prospects into those calls or Zoom calls that we have with presentations from people. The other thing was passing the baton, right? And being able for my leaders to start taking charge of those presentations, of those trainings, and empowering them to also be doing that to get the ball rolling. Another thing that's working is meeting with my leaders every week and talk about frustrations, talk about plans, goals, and staying focused week by week on what we're doing with a 90-day plan, right, in place. And having a support system with my family has been incredible as well. Obviously, at the beginning, I don't think I had all the support because they didn't really believe in the industry. They didn't probably believe in me either. But being able to have some success was important, not only for me, but also for my family. And celebrating those advancements and those goals that sometimes we get, signing up a new distributor, getting to that rank, maintaining that rank, right? Elevating a little bit your paycheck, maybe winning a 500 club, celebrating it as a family. And we call it a yes day. I don't know if you've watched that movie. I love that movie. It's on Netflix. It's called a Yes Day. You have to watch it with your family because that gave us a new level of how we can celebrate the successes. And every month, my kids are like, are we celebrating our Yes Day? Are we having our Yes Day? That for me, that motivates me to like, yeah, we are. Shoot, we better, like I gotta push this going. I gotta get there. So making them part of that, and also when I have a call, or for example, today I had to ask my husband to go get my daughter from camp. He's more willing. I'm making more money than he does. Why wouldn't he, right? Be willing to do that. So it's important. The challenges, because I told you it hasn't been roses. I've gone through a journey, a personal journey. Many times I called David Brown, frustrated, Jessica Larcon. It's been rough because sometimes we just feel like we're struggling. Oh, I'm getting emotional just talking about it. But I can tell you that I am at a different place. Whew. sorry. Um, I'm happy to see my team succeeding. And by not giving up, finally found people that have experience in the industry. It's never happened to me. My business has only been people like me that never did network marketing before, and that it has been a process. It's not, it's not something that you just get it. You go from ups and downs. And I can tell you that recently somebody contacted me. I didn't even contact them. They found me, I guess, by me not being under a rock and getting out of my comfort zone and posting things online and doing YouTubes and doing Facebook Lives and doing all those things. Somebody contacted me, a doctor from Bolivia, and tells me, I'm interested in, I've heard, about ACTIVZ, and I want to sign up with you. And I'm like, all right, well, great. That totally changed the balance that I was having issues with balance. I have quite a bit of volume under me, thank goodness, and thanks to my team and the leaders. But my struggle was the balance. And if you're there, welcome to the club. It's incredible. It's a blessing to have issues with balance, because that just means that just finding one more person can change your check, your life, and your emotional roller coaster experience. And that just only happens when you get out of your comfort zone. And that's one of the topics that I definitely want to invite you to do. Don't forget to really continue to see yourself and visualize yourself where you want to be, and feel like you're there already, even though you're still in the progress. Have clarity where you're going to be, because trust me, you will get there. It's going to happen to you. It's happening to me, and it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been faster than I wish it was, but it's being worth it, because it's just making me a stronger person, a better leader. And I'm just very grateful and thankful that this all is happening, and really from 1 month to the next. It just happened fast, like a couple leaders joining my team and making a big difference in my life, and this progress uh, of growth that I'm experiencing. So thank you so much, Stu. I hope this is helpful. Sorry, I got a little emotional for a second, but when you're speaking from the heart and you don't have a script, that's what happens. Thank you.
Wow, that was amazing, Claudina. Instead of a yes day, I'm having a wow day today. Love the passion, love what you do and your leadership skills. It goes a long way. I think one of the things that I really picked up is passing the baton. Sometimes as leaders, we try to either be too controlling, or we're not sure what's going to happen with some people that do presentations on behalf of us, or two groups and everything. That's where the growth is. And that's why I love network marketing, because there's so much to learn and so much room to grow. And that's what great leaders do, is they pass the baton. They trust their downlines, they trust their groups, and with the right system, as Claudina pointed out,
Yeah.
and having daily, weekly calls and trainings, they start to develop skills that they themselves didn't think they have. And that's where the true growth actually happens. And I love when I hear someone presenting for the first time, or they come up in the room really nervous, but that's where you feel the passion. That's where you feel the you can see the growth happening in people. And that's the beauty of this industry. Claudina has a degree, MBA, but it doesn't take someone with a college education or even a high school education to be successful in this industry, because you have wonderful leaders, corporate staff. As you can see, we have our COO, our CEO on this call, that's willing to help you on a daily basis, answer questions so you can be successful. And sky's the limit. And so really thankful for your words of encouragement. and for your leadership. Really appreciate that, Claudina. So with our remaining time, I would want to pass the mic and the baton to our one and only CEO, David Brown, for our closing remarks.
Hey, thanks, Stu. Well, hi, everybody. It's great to be here with you. I'm in a little motel room in Torrey, Utah, which is, I think, population 150. I drove here this morning for about, it took me about 2 hours to get from the area that I was at last night in Orangeville, Utah, where we had this little town of about 1,000. And we had about 30 people at that meeting. And it was awesome. And I think 5 or 6 people. So in other words, we had about 10% of the population at our meeting last night, maybe not quite, but it was great. And so now I just pulled into this little motel right before this meeting. And it's great to be part of you. I see mostly familiar faces. There's one guy that looks like kind of like Aaron, but he doesn't have a beard, so I don't know what happened to Aaron. But that's his evil twin that's on the call today, or his great twin. How are you doing, Aaron? Claudina, you are awesome. I can totally validate and corroborate everything that she said, in the sense that it has not been easy. And there were times when I know she was about ready to give up, and she was about ready to tear all of her hair out and look like me, because she was so frustrated at times. And she had times when she got off to a great start. There were times when people left her organization and she had to start over. And she was wondering if she could do it, if she would do it. And I'll tell you what, Claudina, like so many of you on this call, you really are a great inspiration in terms of just sticking with it. And if I could focus on 3 things that she said. Number 1, not giving up. That's really super important. Number 2, did you notice how many times she referred to her success as being a result of her team? She didn't say it was a result of herself. She said it was a result of her team. And so the fact that she focused on the people that she helped bring in this organization, I can tell you that Claudina feels a personal responsibility for people that she invited into ACTIVZ and making sure that they have a great experience also. And doing like Griselda, for example, and others who are reporting to themselves. And so that's great. But the other thing that she said was doing. Did you notice that word doing? And it's really important to be doing something. And sometimes we confuse a little bit of activity for accomplishment. So we do lots of things, but it may not be really that helpful. Claudina's a runner. She's a hardcore runner, much more than I am, but I like to run. But I'm nursing an injury. I have an injury to my calf, and so I can't run right now. And so this morning, while I was in this other little town, I was really kind of bummed out because it was a great morning. I wanted to go for a run. It was a beautiful area, and I thought, but I can't. It'll injure my calf more. And so instead of going for a run, which is what I wanted to do, I went for a walk. And I still enjoyed it. I still got some exercise, still burned some calories. I didn't do everything that I wanted to do, but I did something. And I really think that's something that we all need to remember, that maybe not all of you are ready to run and do everything that you would like to in your dreams accomplish with this company. But I can tell you, if you just start walking, just start doing something, make that call, plug into that meeting. And if you're not sure, you heard Claudina talk about plugging into a system. If you're not sure what the system is or how to plug into it, call your upline. If your upline will not pay attention to you, call us and we'll plug you into somebody that will help you. Now, don't get me wrong, we're not going to change your organization, but we're going to help you get the help and support that you need. It's interesting. Angie, am I able to share my screen? Every time I try to do this, I usually have problems. So I'm just going to warn you in advance, but I wanted, let's see, she disabled. Now
You should be able to now.
Okay, let's see if I can find this. Where is this thing? Remind me, how do I get to my desktop?
So click on the share and then it will ask you which screen or I think you got it.
Where am I at? I don't want that.
You're on your emails right now.
Want to read my emails? They're pretty awesome. Okay, I want to show you this sign. I passed a picture of this sign today and see if I can find it now. Hang on a second. I think it's very appropriate for this call. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find it. Where'd it go? I put it right in my mixed up. Oh, I'm not finding it right off. Maybe I didn't put it where I thought I was. But in any event, as I was driving 2 hours through some beautiful country, I was able to see, I passed a sign, a road sign that said Last Chance Road. And I thought, wow, that's interesting. I wonder if I ought to get off on the Last Chance Road. But I didn't. I kept on the road that I was on, thinking, well, that's okay. It's probably better to be on the road that I was on to get to my destination. But I thought to myself, how many of you might not view ACTIVZ as necessarily the last chance road, but how about the best chance road? Because I can tell you that there's many people that are already finding what Claudina has found, that this is a road to success. It may not be as fast as you'd want, and there are definitely bumps and potholes and curves along the way that slow you down. But here's the reality. The products do work. We do pay commissions. People will listen to you if you don't give up. That is the reality. This company is real. And with confidence, you can tell people that their health will change, their finances will change. Now, many of them will not believe you. And many of those people that will not believe you are going to be people in your own family and in your own friends. And I'm thinking about how many people that have had to start over, have been in other companies. It can be kind of hard. Can you imagine? I mean, we talk about Martin Lita, for example, and he was in what, 7 or 8 companies before ACTIVZ where he failed. Do you think that he probably, when he was starting out ACTIVZ, he thought about going back to the same people that he'd spoken to before, and they probably all said, no, don't talk to us about another opportunity. every other one you've brought to us has not worked out for you or for us. I'll bet he got rejection from everyone. But he also followed what Claudina talked about, not giving up, getting involved and taking action and just moving forward and doing what it takes. The reason I'm on this road trip that I'm on is because Eric and Trish Albrechtsen, they've had great success in other companies, but they've had also a lot of challenges. And guess what? They have to start all over. So what are they doing? They drove from Phoenix, Arizona, hundreds of miles, probably 1,000 miles, up to these little towns where Eric has some cousins and some distant cousins in these small little towns in central Utah. And guess what? Much to his surprise, I think, many of these people are listening to him. And they're excited about being like, Delicias, Mexico, where Martin's from. It might be this little hotbed of ACTIVZ. It might be like Torreon, where Susanna's from. It might be like Mexico City. Carla, I forget where you're at exactly, but I think you're in Mexico City somewhere, right? And so, no, you're not there. I don't know. But anyway, wherever you're at, I think it could be a great opportunity. And we just want you to know that as you take those actions, there was going to be support. There are going to be people that are here on the corporate team, in your upline, cross line, down line, kitty corner line, whatever you want to call it. There are people out there that are hoping, praying, and will do anything they can to help you out. And we're one of them. So hang in there. Thanks so much for just being the best part of ACTIVZ. It's just so great to realize the caliber of people that have joined our company. And I thank you for that. So have a great rest of the week. Listen carefully to what Claudina said. People sometimes ask me what they should do to be successful. I said, I'm not sure. I'm not a distributor. I suggest you follow somebody who's been successful. So she's been successful. Other people have been successful. Do what they say to do. That's the best advice I can give you. So take care, everybody. Talk to you again soon. Stu?
Thank you so much, David, for your words of encouragement. For your motivation. Stay safe on your drive back. I had to actually look up where you was yesterday in Orangeville, Utah. I did not know where that was. And so you joining on the call last night, that was fun. Being live at that event with the Albertsons, that was awesome. So make sure you drive back safe, and we appreciate you just joining on the call wherever you are. And that's the same with everyone on this call. I see a lot of new faces. Maribel, I see someone with you on your call. Carla, we had the little one you was holding. So, hey, we love little ones, older ones, man, women, whatever. And Claudine, I think you're right. Women and moms do have special powers. And I really want to recognize them for that. Definitely, it's evident with, you always see Angie with her beautiful son, Hunter, always joining us on the call. But the energy that you all bring to ACTIVZ, and also supporting your families as well. We really appreciate all that you do. So in closing, I will let Angie give us a spin of the wheel and see who's our lucky winner today.
All right, and we had 43 people hit this call. So what we're going to do is we are going to do 2 raffle winners since we hit 43. So let me share my screen and we will see who the winners are. And here we go. Let's take a spin. All right, of course, Angie's going to win. Her name. So Angie, I will get you reward points. This is going to be 60 reward points, and we're going to do 1 more spin. So here we go. All right, and Yolanda, congratulations. Okay, well, thank you. Congratulations to Yolanda and Angie, and thank you all for joining. And if I saw that you had a guest with you like Maribel, we did put them on the call. Daniel, we got you and your wife on there as well. So if you have a guest with you, they can also participate in our raffles when we have these raffles. So be sure to like show them on the camera or put it in the chat that they're there, and we will get them on our magical wheel of names. Okay, thank you for joining. Just a reminder, we have our Tuesday night call next week at 7 p.m., same number. And Maribel is going to be our host doing our business opportunity. And then July 24th, we've talked about this, but July 24th, do not miss this event. It is going to be absolutely phenomenal. So thank you all for joining, and we will see you next week.
Thank
Have a
you.
great day, everyone.
Thank you.